Well, a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the news at 1 p.m. here on Splash 105.5 FM. I am Charity Jerome. First, the news headlines. Another security formation attacked in Rivers. Soldiers feared killed. JAM registers over 300,000 for UTAE, 8,000 for direct entry. In sports, Thierry Henry and Alan Shearer inducted into Premier League Hall of Fame. And on the foreign scene, countries rush ventilators, vaccine materials to COVID-stricken India. Details of these and more coming shortly. We begin with security matters. A fresh attack has been carried out by gunmen on a security formation in Rivers State, and 5 soldiers have been reported killed. The gunmen this morning attacked the camp at Abua in Abua Oduol local government area, killing the officers. Although the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army in Port Harcourt is yet to release an official statement, 2 top security personnel in Rivers State confirmed the attack and killings to newsmen. Meanwhile, all heads of security agencies in Rivers State are currently at a meeting at the headquarters of the Rivers State Police Command, ostensibly to re-strategize ahead of the new scale of insecurity in the state. The attack comes barely 24 hours after gunmen killed some police and customs officers at their patrol base in Isiokbo, the headquarters of Ikore local government area, which is along the Port Harcourt-Owerri Road. The South-East governor said the legal framework for Ebube Agu has been set in motion. They directed attorneys general of the 5 states to propose laws to give the outfit a legal teeth. The governors launched Ebube Agu on April 11th to address the region's worsening insecurity. Speaking on behalf of the governor, Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi said that the governors who met in Enugu on Sunday set up an advisory board for Ebube Agu after agreeing on its structure and operational modalities. The decision forecloses the call by separatist indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, for the scrapping of Ebube Agu.
Southeast governors and leaders reinstated the adoption of a common joint security outfit called Ebube Agu, with her regional headquarters here in Enugu State, and of course capital of the state. Ebube Agu will work with police and other security agencies in her operations to protect lives and properties in Southeast. The meeting directed Ohaneze Ndigbo President to immediately form 2 committees. One is Southeast Peace and Reconciliation Committee to engage our people for the peace and security of our people and our visitors, which means they can engage anybody.
Meanwhile, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has debunked allegations of having connection with the recent attack on Governor Hope Uzodima's country home. IPOB spokesman Emmanuel Powerful described those linking the incident to the secessionist group as liars, stressing that neither IPOB nor the Eastern Security Network was responsible for the incident.
First of all, ESN we don't use Nigerian Army uniform. Number 2, they presented 3 AK-47 with 1 magazine. How can somebody use 3 AK-47 with 1 magazine? They presented 10 bullets while we have no machine gun there. So these things, they are liars. All those informations are false. They are not saying the truth because they don't want to tell the Nigerians, the citizens, that Nigeria is almost collapsing. And the IPOB have decided that nothing will stop them to back out. on this course for Biafra restoration.
Emmanuel also disclosed that it has appointed a replacement for its commander killed by security operatives in Imo State. The IPOB spokesman alleged that their late commander was killed because he refused to lead the Ebubi-Agu regional security outfit established by the Southeast Governors Forum. The spokesperson decried that scores of IPOB and Eastern Security Network members have been arrested across states in the region, stressing that the proscription of the group as a terrorist organization was illegal. Well, still on security, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has called on the federal government to seek help where necessary to regain peace in the country and chart a way forward without using Nigerians as victims. He made the call in a statement while reacting to the killings across the country by bandits, terrorists, and other gunmen in the country. Professor Soyinka decried that these gunmen have sacrificed and traumatized the country's youth beyond their capacity to cope. According to him, the country is at war, and it is time to stop pretending, while the government should put in more efforts to stop the killing of youths who are the future. The Nobel laureate also condemned the practice of blame trade, saying it should be left for later. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has said that there is a promise of God for Nigeria and that the country will become an oasis of peace, security, and prosperity. He made the comment while speaking at the 108th Annual Convention of the Nigeria Baptist Convention in Ogun State. Professor Osinbajo added that Nigeria will be the epicenter of the outstanding economic and scientific development of the 21st century. The Vice President's comments come as the country continues to battle several security challenges, including but not limited to an insurgency in the northeast, banditry in the northwest, secessionist agitations in the southeast, and Fulani herdsmen crisis across the Middle Belt and several southwest states. Senator Orji Kalu says he is not interested in the country's presidential post, but will not hesitate if given the chance to lead Nigeria. As the country prepares for the next presidential election in 2023, calls for the seat to be zoned to the southeast, the former Abia State leader has restated that it is the turn of the region to be in Aso Rock. There have been prophecies from some clergymen that the 61-year-old will be Nigeria's next president. But Kalu, who dismissed them, citing his religious beliefs, admitted that he is capable of leading the nation.
I have never thought of going to run for president. I've always told my immediate family that I'm going to go back to Abia North Senatorial District. You know, I'm a Catholic. I can't tell you I don't believe in prophecy. I have argued with many prophets, even the one that said I will go to prison and come out in 6 months. I disagree with him. So I disagree with Pastor Chris Oyakilome when he told me I was going to go to prison. I disagree with many other pastors. I disagree with a lot of pastors that I can't start calling their names here. So I'm a Catholic. In Catholic Church, we don't see vision. Well, if visions are being seen and people say this and that, if it's the will of God that I will present, why not? I'm very capable mentally and otherwise to do whatever Nigerian people will ask me to do, but not through prophecy.
Senator Kalu, who also condemned the recent attack on the Imo State Governor Hope Uzodima's house, described the incident as barbaric, lamenting the increasing spate of insecurity in Nigeria. To other issues now, the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAM, has so far registered more than 300,000 candidates for the 2021 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME. According to the board's weekly bulletin obtained from the board's website, JAM has also registered more than 8,000 direct entry candidates. JAM stated that candidates can send their national identity number NIN from any SIM of their choice, provided the SIM has not been used by another candidate to register for UTME or direct entry in the past. JAM said that this was contrary to its earlier statement that only the SIM that was linked to a candidate's NIN could be used to send their NIN to 55019. Also, the mock UTME, earlier scheduled to hold on April 30, is now to take place on May 20, while the examination will take place from June 5th to June 19th. Registration for the UTME direct entry which began in April, will end on the 15th of May. It's still the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, countries rush ventilators, vaccine materials to COVID-stricken India. And Thierry Henry and Alan Shearer inducted into Premier League Hall of Fame. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll bring you details of these and other stories. Just stay.
àṣẹ gbogbo tí yẹn bá ní ní káwọ́ ń lè yẹn yọ sàká lórí ẹ̀. iléeṣẹ́ woman city tó ti bọ̀ nàrà yọ nínú ààwẹ̀ tọdún 2021 Ramadan promos plus 2021. ilẹ̀ wọn tó wà láyégún ọ̀lẹ́yọ̀ ńbàdàn tí wọ́n ń tà ní $850,000 naira tẹ́lẹ̀. lásìkò àwẹ̀ yìí lọ san $350,000. kó o donílẹ̀ kọ́lé sí. àǹfààní tó lọ́jọ́ ni ilẹ̀ tó wà ní mọ́níyà $200,000 naira. èyí tí ń bẹ lólómi $250,000 naira ni. tún gbọ́ àwọn ohun jíjẹ aṣaralóore tó ń bẹ fún gbogbo aláàwẹ̀ àtẹni tí ó gba àwẹ̀ tó bá ralẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa. bíi beverages rice òróró àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. ilẹ̀ woman ń bẹ nílá níbà Òṣogbo Kùjẹ́ l'Àbújá nílọrin fún títà ogúnjọ́ oṣù kẹrin títí di ogúnjọ́ oṣù karùn-ún ọdún 2021 láyé ti sílẹ̀ láti wá máa gba ẹ̀bùn tá a ti kó kalẹ̀ hàn gàgàn fún gbogbo yín ní woman building tó wà ní dojúkọ olówó tí fowó ṣàánú shopping complex Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn. fún béèrè kàṣán lólówó tí fowó ṣàánú shopping complex gángan Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn tàbí ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní Bid Over Security and Defence System Building Olóróró bus stop adjacent Nisa Ọ̀jọ́ Ìbàdàn. telephone 081-6607-3415 081-4133-2685 woman city ìfẹ́ oníbàárà ọjà lógún.
Mama Betty tún ti gbàràdà ó ti gbé titun dé. Mama Betty tún ti gbàràdà ó ti gbé titun dé. àwa ní gbàgì nílùú Ìbàdàn à ń tọ́jú lówó aṣọ.
ó yẹ wàpẹ́rẹ́ akọni ọ̀sìn fi dà lálẹ́ gàrà. Betty store tún ti kójú lówó aṣọ wọ̀lú fún gbogbo ẹni tó fẹ́ ṣayẹyẹ. àti alára tún tà different types of fabrics scorpion lace wide lace dry lace swiss voice coral lace fresh lace polish lace organza lace àtíkù gèlè head tie àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. àwa ní Mama Betty store CWH 65 Red Block New Gbagi Market Ìbàdàn. àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa rèé 070-613-55556 080-5699-8718 070-6092-3813. Gmail wa bettymama1@gmail.com. Come and patronize us today.
àwa ní gbàgì nílùú Ìbàdàn à ń tọ́jú lówó aṣọ.
Orúkọ mi ni Àbíkẹ́. Gbogbo ìgbà ni mo máa ń lóyún kí ọmọ ọwọ́ mi ó tó pé oṣù mẹ́fà. Kò rọrùn fún mi rárá o. Mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní yẹra fọ́kọ mi. Èyí wá fa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìjà láàrin wa. Wọ́n máa ń pa ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí o. Àwọn kan náà pàdé ọkọ mi ládùúgbò wa. Wọ́n wá ṣàlàyé fún wọn nípa rẹ̀. Kódà àwọn tún fún ọkọ mi ní ìwé pélébé kan. Ìpè kí wọ́n mú lọ ilé ìwòsàn ìjọba tí ń bẹ ládùúgbò wa. Ọkọ mi sì ṣàlàyé fún mi. A yan ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí aládàálò ti DMPASC látìgbà tí mo sì ti ń lò. Kò dà mí láàmú rárá. Àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí kọ́ mi bí ń ṣe mọ gúnra mi ní abẹ́rẹ́ aládàálò ti DMPASC. Mo sì rí wípé ó rọrùn láti gún nítorí pé abẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀hún gan ó kéré gan ni. inú mi dùn ọkàn mi sì balẹ̀ pẹ̀lú abẹ́rẹ́ ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí aládàálò DMPASC tí mò ń lò yìí. ó ti ran èmi àtọkọ mi lọ́wọ́ láti dènà oyún àìròtẹ́lẹ̀ kí wọ́n sì yẹra fọkọ mi mọ́.
inú Àbíkẹ́ ń dùn nítorí ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí aládàálò DMPASC tí ó yàn láàyò. lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn tó súnmọ́ láti lọ rí akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ elétò ìlera fún ìlànà ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí tó wù ọ́. ìkéde yìí wá láti iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ àti àjọ tó ń mójútó ìlera alábọ́dé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. ìfètòsọ́mọ bíbí ìgbàlódé kò léwu ó sì fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us here on the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Turning to the foreign scene now. The United States and Britain rushed ventilators and vaccine materials to India today as the country battles a catastrophic, record-breaking coronavirus wave that has overwhelmed hospitals and set crematoriums working at full capacity. A surge in recent days has seen patients' families seeking oxygen supplies and locations of available hospital beds and has forced the capital, New Delhi, to extend a week-long lockdown. The country of 1.3 billion has become the latest hotspot of a pandemic that has killed more than 3 million people, even as richer countries take steps towards normality with quickening inoculation programs. More than 80 people died yesterday when a fire ripped through a Baghdad hospital for COVID-19 patients. This sparked outrage and the suspension of top officials overseeing Iraq's crumbling health services. The blaze at eastern Baghdad's Ibn al-Khatib hospital began when badly stored oxygen cylinders blew up, medics said. Many of the victims were on respirators and were burnt or suffocated in the resulting inferno. The health ministry said 82 people were killed and 110 wounded, while the Iraqi Human Rights Commission said 28 of the victims were patients who had to be taken off ventilators to escape the flames. And now to sports. Alan Shearer, and Thierry Henry have become the first players to be inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is the highest individual honor awarded to players by the league. It celebrates the talents and achievements of standout professionals who have featured in the division since its creation in 1992. To be eligible, players must have been retired as of the 1st of August 2020. Former Blackburn Rovers and Newcastle United striker Shearer still holds the record as the Premier League's highest scorer with 260 goals in 441 appearances across 14 seasons. And back home, the Nigerian Women Football League Board has been assured of renewed support that will propel the Female Football League to the next level. This assurance was given by the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Honorable Sunday Dare, at the finals of the Women's Football Super 6 Championship held at the Otumba Dipodina Stadium in Ijebu-Ode, where Rivers Angels emerged champions after beating Sunshine Queens 4-0. The minister, whilst responding to questions from the press after the game, noted that he was impressed with the quality of leadership of the Nigeria Women's Football League. Dare commended the chairperson of the league, Aisha Falode, for her deliberate effort in taking the female league to the next level.
We've seen that the handlers of our Women Professional League are very well experienced, and they've been able to pull up another nice one this year. Last year, I was at the Agege Stadium with the Minister of Women Affairs to also watch a similar scenario. And I want to thank NFF and Aisha Falode for bringing this to happen so that Nigeria can have a chance to compete at the continental level.
Honorable Sunday Dare, however, charged Rivers Angels to maintain the standard that has been set by Nigeria in women's football in Africa, whilst also promising the ministry will lend the team all necessary support to thrive on the continent.
Well, the charge is very clear. Nigeria is dominant in Africa when it comes to women football, and then globally, we're forced to be reckoned with. So the bar and the standard is high, and they have no choice than to make sure that they match that standard. On our part, the federal government will support them. We have a budget under sporting activities, and any team, any athlete that is representing Nigeria wearing the colors of this great country will get support from the federal government. They will be supported.
That was the voice of Sunday Dare, Minister of Youth and Sports. Well, just before we go, here's a quick recap of the major headlines. Another security formation has been attacked in Rivers. Soldiers feared killed. JAMB has registered over 300,000 for UTME and 8,000 for direct entry. On the foreign scene, we told you the countries are rushing ventilators and vaccine materials to COVID-stricken India. And in sports, Thierry Henry and Alan Shearer have been inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. For more details on the news, you can visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS, BlackBerry World, and Google Play Store to listen live and get news updates and opinion polls. You can also report an event live to us through the iReports feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5 and then click to download. We now have come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station, and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawuwo, assisted by Ayo Olubosi. I am Charity Jerome. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity